Hey, this is Meriah from Unpacking Disability, and today we're going to unpack the You Ask, I Answer question, the latest question from that series, which is, what is disability justice? And this is an ongoing question and answer series in which I take questions that you send me and I attempt to answer them. And if you have a question, just jot it down in the form that is on the post, or you can email me at mariah@mariahnichols.com with your question. And if I can answer it, I will. So a reader asked, what is disability justice? Isn't it the same thing as disability rights? And I respond, dear reader, I love your question and I'm glad you asked. Disability justice is a sweet subject, and I'd love for our community to be talking about it more. And no, dear reader, disability justice and disability rights are not the same thing. Disability rights are about laws, protections meant to create access and inclusion. Ramps, interpreters, braille, IDEA, the ADA, they're all important, all necessary for access. Disability justice goes deeper. It's about culture. It's about liberation, intersectionality, community. It's about building a world where disabled people, all of us, can thrive, not just survive. The term disability justice was coined by Patty Byrne of Sin's Invalid. Disability justice asks us to look beyond ramps and legal wins to the intersectional elements within ourselves and our communities. Disability justice recognizes that we're not just disabled. We are also made up of all the other intersections that make us who we are. Black, brown, queer, trans, fat, poor, undocumented, incarcerated. It recognizes that all of our intersecting pieces matter. Fair reader. Disability justice is grounded in principles like intersectionality. Our identities don't live in separate boxes. They overlap and shape how we move through the world. Leadership of those most impacted. Disabled people of color, queer and trans folks, and others at the margins are at the center. Collective access. Access isn't a checklist. It's a practice of care. We build together in community. Collective liberation. We don't get free alone. We get free together. Sustainability. We honor the pace of our bodies, our minds, and our lives. Now, my friend, let's talk about disability pride and disability identity for a minute. Disability pride isn't just about waving a flag, although the disability pride flag is pretty great. It's about unlearning shame. It's about knowing that disability isn't a flaw or a tragedy, that disability is a part of us, that disability is a source of connection, creativity, culture, and wisdom. Disability identity can probably get a little gnarly, as so many of us grew up without the words, grew up taught that the goal was to be non-disabled, and so we grew up trying to pass as non-disabled. We were taught that we shouldn't want to be disabled or to appreciate our respective disabilities. Remember that? I hope you don't. Finding our way back to who we really are, which includes our disability, and claiming it, can feel like coming home, even if it's a home that still needs unpacking and a bit of patchwork. That's okay. We still belong. Back to disability justice. Disability and justice invites us to imagine more, to go beyond inclusion, to build belonging, to embrace interdependence, to celebrate the full, brilliant complexity of who we are. And in the blog post, I have a link here to the 10 Principles of Disability Justice by Sins Invalid, as well as the YouTube link to the 10 principles that are signed in cell. And I'm going to read through those, okay? The 10 Principles of Disability Justice. I'm here now on the Sins Invalid website. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. I'm not really sure if it's Sins Invalid or Sins Invalid. I'm not sure. Anyway, you know that's what it is, though, okay? So it's the 10 Principles of Disability Justice. Intersectionality. We do not live single-issue lives, says Audre Lorde. Ableism, coupled with white supremacy, supported by capitalism, underscored by heteropatriarchy, has rendered the vast majority of the world invalid or invalid. Leadership of those most impacted. We are led by those who most know these systems, says Aurora Levins Morales. Anti-capitalist politic. In an economy that sees land and humans as components of profit, we are anti-capitalist by the nature of having non-conforming body minds. Commitment to cross-movement organizing, shifting how social justice movements understand disability and contextualize ableism. Disability justice lends itself to politics of alliance. Recognizing wholeness. People have inherent worth outside of commodity relations and capitalist notions of productivity. Each person is full of history and life experience. Sustainability. We pace ourselves individually and collectively to be sustained long-term. Our embodied experiences guide us toward ongoing justice and liberation. Commitment to cross-disability solidarity. We honor the insights and participation of all of our community members, knowing that isolation undermines collective liberation. Interdependence. We meet each other's needs as we build toward liberation, knowing that state solutions inevitably extend into further control over lives. Collective access. As brown, Black, and queer-bodied disabled people, we bring flexibility and creative nuance that go beyond able-bodied minded normativity to be in community with each other. Collective liberation. No body or mind can be left behind. Only moving together can we accomplish the revolution we require. So, dear reader, please come and visit this website. It's Sins Invalid or Sins Invalid. I wish I knew how to say it. It's SINSINVALID.org. And it's the 10 Principles of Disability Justice. And these are the guys that brought this fruit into motion. And thanks for being with me here on Unpacking Disability as we strive to unpack all of these little nuggets of wisdom and guiding beacons, I think, for all of us in the cross-disability community. Take care.